it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for calling this video, making yourself a priority. I'm Denise. I know. Whereas Wednesday wasn't for weight loss, I thought I would take a little hiatus from that for a few weeks because let's, build up some more questions. I feel like I'm badgering people for questions, and I don't want it to be about that. So we're going to take a couple weeks off. I know a lot of you love that video, but we will revisit it. It's not gone. It's just taken maybe a week or two off. But I thought it would be fun to do what I like, what I don't like kind of video, what I'm into, what I'm not into. You guys seem to be pushing me to make this, so I thought, why not do it today instead of be more of a fun video? I think these are a lot of fun to do for me as a creator because it's just fun to share. And remember, just because I don't like something doesn't mean you're not going to like it. I don't want it to be about, oh my God, Denise doesn't like it, I can't like it. No, we all have different tastes. I'm just giving you my opinion, and maybe a lot of it resonates with a lot of you and some of it doesn't. And let's put that out there to the masses. So we're going to start with, now this is what I go back and forth with. I'm going to be honest with you. There's sometimes I didn't like it. It seems like every time I ordered it, it was never stuff that I wanted. But I've taken a break. And I'm back to, actually, I'm a Fab Fit Fun partner. I had to really decide whether I wanted to do it or not, and I thought I'll do it on a trial basis. And this is my second season. I did the spring box. This is the summer box from Fab Fit Fun. And I've been enjoying it because I think as I went to a different box for a while, I went to one which doesn't, I don't want to talk about it, doesn't exist anymore. So this one's been around for a long time. So maybe sometimes that's something we need to think about, like the longevity of a company, how long they've been around, and maybe that's important. But what I like about it is they're making, like if you're a seasonal subscriber or a yearly subscriber, now you get a discount if you get it for the full year. I think it's maybe you save $20. But if you buy the monthly, I think you get a discount from me, I think for $12 off your first box. And what I like is for whether you're seasonal or yearly, you get to choose your items. That's huge because back when I originally got it, you didn't get to choose. And maybe it's not something I'm into. Wouldn't I rather have the choice? And I will tell you, some of the choices were hard because it's funny, like there's some choices, yeah, I got what I wanted. And then there's second, like I could have liked all three of them. I'm like, I want all of them. But that's what makes it fun. You don't get them all. So I'm going to show you what being poolside brings me joy from Fab Fit Fun. And I like their boxes are much more, less bougie and just more to the point, which is kind of nice. Get rid of that bouginess that honestly we really don't need. And they have these cute little, things on the thing. Got a little thing you can scan, explore the internet's best deals. And they also, I don't know if you can get, I think you have to be a year subscriber to get on their little store. What that is they, things in the boxes that don't go, they sell to you guys at reduced prices. And it's really, really, really good deals because you're going to see some of the prices of this stuff. I went and Googled everything because I wanted to know the prices. I was really flabbergasted because this box cost, I believe the monthly is $59, and if you bought the yearly, it is $54. So we'll just say $56 around. We'll give it one of the items in here, I believe, costs more than the whole box. So I was like, what? I know, but it's a great way. And people ask me all the time, D, how do you? I try different skincare through boxes like this because it's affordable. It gives me variety. So that's how I found different things that I like. Because I'd have to go out and buy this for X amount of dollars. Because like I said, one of the things cost $80. Would I spend $80 on it? Probably not. Well, I wouldn't. But when I'm spending $56 for 6 items, it makes it way more affordable. So the first thing that I picked was this Lily Pulitzer ID case. And this retails for, I think, $25. They get it out of the bag. And you can Google any of these items to find out the prices. You don't have to believe me. This is I thought it's loud. And I knew that. But I thought I wanted it to be loud because if you want to grab it out of your purse, it's got to be loud. You can find this, no problem. You need to show your ID somewhere. I can't find, you dig out of your wallet and it's, you can put your change in here. Again, we want to find change. Can't find our change purse. Hashtag guilty. So this absolutely comes quite in handy to being loud. And somebody told me once you should get a loud color wallet, and I did. I have a bright yellow wallet from Coach. I could find that sucker without a problem. Because let's face it, sometimes it's dark. You really can't see in your purse. And some of our purses are a little too big. And yeah. This is the most expensive item in the box. This is the $80. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Boost Serum. Would I spend $80 on this? Oh, hell no. But you know what? I would want to try something like this. Something that costs $80, it's got to be good. Because they won't be able to sell it for $80. Look at that beautiful packaging. Very just, it's from the brand Juice Beauty. So I'm interested because I got some wrinkles here. I'm not as young as I used to be. But using products like this helps keep your skin in check. And a serum is huge. It is absolutely huge. You must really find a good serum. And doing these boxes makes it affordable. All right. This is from Glow Oasis. This is the Probiotics Triple Peptides Eye Cream. This retails for $42. So right there, 80 and 42, we have over 100 if you're keeping track of them. And Denise is always out for a good eye cream. And I found a lot. But it's nice getting something. Would I ever spend that in eye cream? Oh, I love that. I love the little packaging. Girls like us, we're so into packaging. This is, if I'm not mistaken, or is it the other one? One of them, yeah, this is vegan. If you're into the vegans and stuff like that. So that's always important. And I'm just finishing my eye cream upstairs. So I'm super stoked that I'm going to get to use this probably the end of the week. So I'm super excited. Oh, I know. You get a little excited about this. And this, I've heard so many things about this brand. I have 2 products from them. I picked 2. The Olaplex. Are you kidding me? Do you know what this retails for? This is the enhancing. This is for white and blonde hair. This retails for $30. You're like, for that size? It's 8.5 ounces. Yeah, I know. And this retails for $30 as well. This is the Olaplex number 8 Bold Intense Moisturizing Mask. So I've heard so many good things about this brand, but have been afraid because I don't want to spend $60. I don't. But I spent $56. Well, I didn't, but they sent me this box for review. But if you bought this box, you would have spent $56. And look at this. It's $60 on top of all this. You're close to $200 right here. No, more than that I forgot about the Lily Pulitzer. It's crazy. And last but certainly not least, I was really excited about this. These are from the brand Dime, and these are aviators. And these retailed for, I think, $35. 38. There, I looked at my notes, 38. And I've been looking for that's what's so cool. I was looking for aviators. Who wants to spend $38 on glasses when half the time we lose them? But it's included in my box, so I feel like I did not spend $38. If you figure, just say 60 divided into 6 items, that's $10. So you spend $10 on these. So that's how I rationalize things. But it's just fun, and it's fun. And why this video is important is this is a quarterly subscription. You're not getting this every month. So to me, that's key. I don't like the monthly things. It's way too much stuff. You're not going to go through all that. Oh, did I show you? Comes in. This is what you keep it in, a nice little pouch, so it doesn't get scratched in your car. Oh, these. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. They're pink. If you remember correctly, back when I first started my channel, I used to wear pink. I don't know if they were aviators, but they had a pink thing. I love those glasses, and they discontinued them. So let's put these on. Can you? I gotta get rid of my. This is everything. How cute are these? Oh my gosh. Look at that. I know, you should see my mess. And of course, when we're walking inside, we gotta look cute too. These are just everything. I think this is the first thing I picked out, and I squealed because I've been looking for aviators. There we go. Cost me $10 when you think about it. But retails for $38. So that is my Fab Fit Fun box for today. I will have a link down below if you're interested in trying them. I say go the seasonal route. The only problem with going seasonal is you don't get into the store. And if that doesn't bother you, and you don't get first picks. People who buy the yearly get to choose their items first, and their box gets shipped first. So if that's important to you, then maybe you would think about that. And like I said, you save extra money as well. But oh my God, Olaplex. I'm so so excited to try Olaplex. I am so excited. Oh, and I will have my discount right there for you, and the link will be listed in the description box below. So let's move on to some of my other things that I've been enjoying and not enjoying. All right, let's get my list here. Some of the things I've been enjoying and not enjoying. Now, again, I don't want to insult anybody. If you like these things that I don't, that's great. But if some of the things I say, you go, yeah, it does kind of do that. Like sometimes we just think that that's normal for something to taste that way or be that way. And really, somebody's going to hear and tell you that they're having the same issues that you are. So definitely, that's why I do these, for just different reasons. But I've been enjoying the legendary pastries and the Danish. Oh my gosh. They range between, I think, 3 and 5 points, depending on which flavor you have and which Danish you have. I can't begin to tell you how good these are. They're full of protein, 20 grams, I believe, of protein. And it tastes like something sweet. These taste like Pop-Tarts. And 20 grams of protein. I mean, I can't. Miss Nikki Gets Fit was the one that, she was tasting these. And I'm like, oh my God, a protein Pop-Tart. I need to find those. And then when I found them, I realized they have sweet rolls too. They have the very berry, they have a chocolate, and they have a cinnamon. I couldn't tell you which one I like. They're all good. And you have to heat them. You cannot eat these without being heated. They do not taste good. They have to be heated. And it tells you right on the back how long to heat it. So definitely follow the package directions. I'm obsessed with legendary foods. I love these. My son, who's a big Peter, I would talk about Peter. He's one that works out. He loves them too. And he, I take a lot of the things that he says because he's pretty good with stuff like that. So I just like the way they taste. Again, you gotta like the way it tastes. It doesn't matter how much protein in it, how good it is for you. If you don't like the way it tastes, you're just not going to eat it. So I always remember that taste is huge, and I love these. I can't. I also have a discount for them as well. This is not a discount video, but it seems like it's what it's going for. But when you find something you like, you want to share a discount with people because it's just you want them to get it and you want them to save money as well. So I will have that linked down below as well. Everything will be linked down below. And these. Now, I'm not a huge Quest bar fan or a Quest powder fan, and I don't care for the Quest drinks. I mean, it's a personal preference, but I love the cheese crackers, and I love which I should have brought a bag with me. I don't have any though. I don't have any. I'm out of them. The potato chips, the taco chips. They're really potato chips. They're chips, the Quest chips. Now, they've improved them because I had them years ago, and they were horrible. They are phenomenal. The loaded taco, the chili, oh my gosh, they're just the ranch. And I always find Target has the best deal on them, the decent price. I think you can get 4 bags for I think $7 or $8. You could try finding different places that have them, and these I got at GNC. And here's a little tip about GNC. They price match. So I showed her what I got on Amazon for these, and because theirs were more money, so she gave them for the Amazon price. So if you're at GNC, they will price match anything. So you see it, you know it's cheaper. You have the go bring your phone in and show them, and they should price match it. But these are 3 points, and I'm going to sit here and put this out there that these are better than chips. I mean, better than the Cheez-Its, the chips. Back to my obsession. Sorry about that. Well, I've said this before. I am obsessed with Lemon Perfect. If you can try 1 bottle of this, I love it. This one, the peach raspberry, they have a kiwi one. They're just phenomenal. 5 calories, 0 sugar. I believe each bottle has half a squeezed organic lemon in every bottle. No artificial flavors or sweeteners. They're just phenomenal. So I love these. I get a case of them when I get them. I can find them. I know the big clubs have them now, like Costco, Sam's, BJ's. So if you see it, I would recommend trying one because I hate when people have to get a case and they're stuck with it. But love these. And my new favorite chocolate protein powder, if you saw my tasting, is from Motivate. I am not a huge fan of chocolate protein powder. They also have a vanilla protein powder as well. The chocolate tastes like Nestle Quick. The vanilla reminds me of snack pack pudding. That's how and you get 100 calories, 20 grams of protein, and 1 gram of net carbs. And they are, I did say 100 calories. And they are 1 WW point each. So I also, like I said, I have 20% off from Motivate. Again, it's never a hard sell with me. If you don't need to try, then don't. But if you're looking for something to try and you're in the market, say, hey, I can't find a chocolate protein powder I like either. was shocked how much I really liked it. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be horrible, but I've been extremely happy with these. I'm going to start incorporating them into recipes. I've been asked to make a protein cookie. So that's on my docket to do. So I will definitely be making a protein cookie. Don't know when. Can't promise anything. Well, you know, on the top of my favorites, of course, is Pitos. 1 WW point, 2 Better Balance bites. Yes, they are more and better balanced. As are these, which is the dupe. If you have a Trader Joe's, you can get these. Oh my gosh, I love these. These are good too. These are 3 points for the serving of 28 grams. You get about 24 pieces. I always say weigh it. Don't just go with the 24 pieces, weigh it. And 4 Better Balance bites. So there are 4 grams of protein in that serving. You can eat the whole bag. It's only 340 calories, which, you know what? That's not bad. And there's how many servings per bag? 2.5. So if you're in WW, 3, 6, 8 points for this whole bag. Right? Yeah. Which, again, if you're having a bad night, maybe this would be something to binge on versus like the Doritos. But yes, I love, every time I go to Trader Joe's, they are a must get for me. And I order these by the case. Sometimes I get it from the WW store. Sometimes I get it from Amazon, whichever has the better price. Or because sometimes they'll send me, here, Denise, here's 20% off snacks. So I go on their site. And I always spend more to get the free shipping because that's what I do. But yeah, Pitos are where it's at. Love those. So what else am I obsessed with? My new water bottle. People talked about the Stanley Cup, and I'm like, yeah, it's a Stanley Cup. How good could it be? And then I saw an ad on a Facebook post for, it was like, hey, get Stanley Cups for $19. Okay, yeah, it was a scam. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. These are like on Amazon around $40, give or take. This is the 30 ounce. I got mine at Dick's because that was the next best price, was $35. Now, I thought to myself, I've been holding off. I'm like, do I really want to spend $35 on a cup? Can I tell you, this cup is phenomenal. It just feels good in your hand. It fits in your any cup holder. I know. And it's cute. And you don't have to use the straw. You can take the straw out and push this over and it becomes like a sippy cup. So if you're not a straw person, you don't need to use a straw. Lately, I don't know. I go back and forth with it. But I have been drinking 2 of these a day. I know. Don't know why. And they have a 40 ounce, and I thought about that. But the problem with that was it's bigger. And when you put ice and water in it, it becomes heavier. And I don't think I would have grabbed it as much as I grabbed for this. So I figured I could just have 2 of these. Heck, my goal is to have 1 of these. If I can have 30 ounces of water a day, that's a huge win for me. But I've been getting 60. With my supplements, probably more. And that's another huge thing. How do you get more water in? I use supplements like my greens from Motivate. You see me share them all the time. This way it's another 8 ounces of water. And also if you're taking, I take the Bellway Beauty Fiber. I'm undecided whether I want to order it again because it's expensive. I know it's expensive. It's like close to $30 for a canister. And they want you to use it like 2 canisters a month. Honestly, I just, I just use like half a serving. And again, another 8 ounces of water right down the pipe. So I've been enjoying that. And also the Motivate Burn. I take that on days that I need a little bit of pep in my step. It has caffeine in it. They also have one that doesn't have caffeine. It's called a no stim. But caffeine doesn't bother me. I feel like it puts me, and it's weird, it puts me in a better mood. And I want to get things done. It's weird. And it says that too. It says it's mood enhancing. I can attest that my moods are very, and I get a lot of stuff done. So that's another thing I've been really enjoying, but I don't have it every day. I have it when I really want to get stuff done day, and I usually grab that in the afternoon. Other things I like at the moment is tracking my macros, along with my points. I do not like counting calories. I say this all the time. And I know you calorie counters are going like, oh, Dee, you're full of crap. Calories don't tell you. Just remember that calories don't tell you anything. There's calories in everything. It doesn't tell you any nutrition. You're looking for nutrition, you're looking for protein, you're looking for fiber, you're looking for fat, carbohydrates. You need to know these things to make better options and better choices. That's what makes it a healthy lifestyle. It's knowing that, not knowing the calories. Honestly, whoop-de-doo. That doesn't really tell you anything. In a sense, yes, you have to have X amount of calories a day to stay in a calorie deficit. You do. They should be tracked as well. But 9 out of 10 programs that tracks macros does that calories are just in there. And I highly suggest you trying to figure out where you want to fall for that, and really keep close eye on the amount of protein. Now, I'm not telling you to have, exasperated amounts of protein. I just don't believe that that's sustainable for me. Like, I try to have between 80 and 100 grams of protein. I try to have around 100 to 110 of carbs. I had to work on my fat. I'm not really quite sure where I want to fall there. But I definitely know where I want to stand with my protein, where I want to stand with my carbohydrates. They're just two big things that are good. They're good for you. They'll keep you full. Protein, it's good for you. But, in order to get some exasperated amount of protein, I'm going to have to be drinking supplements. Not that I don't like them. Your girl drinks them. But do I drink them every day, twice a day? I don't. So I can't eat enough of that kind of stuff to make a higher protein goal for me. Okay, another thing this is pretty new for me because it only came yesterday, but I wanted to give a shout out to Miss Nikki Gets Fit. This cookbook is so well done and so well thought out. I'm like, it's amazing. This girl, that's what shows you what being on a healthy lifestyle looks like and what she knows you need to know. She's not on a diet. This girl eats good stuff. She eats. She's not sitting there skipping meals. She's eating. And I love the quote that she puts: easy to make recipes for a healthy and balanced lifestyle. That is key. And that is that she puts on the cover, and it's simple and they're satisfying. And I can attest, I've made several of her recipes, and they are simple and they are satisfying. And the big thing, like, I wasn't going to buy it because I can get them online. But I thought to myself, here they are in one place. I don't have to look anywhere. They're right here for me at my fingertips. So I thought, you know what? And two, it supports a fellow YouTuber who, she's doing a fantastic job, so she deserves that. So yeah, I thought I'm going to support Nikki because she's a young girl. She's done so much. She was on the poster from WW at my workshop. So she did all online too. That just goes to show you, it's all about eating good food, eating normally, but just eating, where you're absolutely conscious of what you're eating and keeping it all balanced, and every recipe has a picture. Love that. And look at the beautiful font. It's big for us gals. I was like, that was the thing I was most impressed with. I'm like, I don't have to struggle. I don't need my glasses to see this. I was like, awesome. And they're all such good foods. I mean, she introduces herself. She shows you her before picture, gives you a little bit about herself. And then the table of contents. These are just some of the chapters. Ingredient prep. She preps these ingredients weekly. That she has this veggie mix that she pulls from all the time, and it's ready to go. So you don't, do you feel like sit there sauteing vegetables every night? No, but she does it once a week, and they're good for the whole week. She has a thing on appetizers, breakfast, soups, salads, pastas, copycat takeout, which who don't love takeout, and that's huge. Wraps, the bowls, my favorite chapter. Her bowls are phenomenal. She always starts her bowls with a 3/4 cup of jasmine rice. I'm like, who here's eating a 3/4 of a cup of jasmine rice? It's 5 points. It's certainly doable. And a lot of things she tops it with are minimal in points. She has maybe an 8, 10, 12 point dinner. We should be able to fit that in. That is amazing. And it's pizza bowls, Greek bowls, Reuben bowls, my favorite, taco, Cobb salad, club sandwich, burger, caprese, stir fry, poke style. Italian sausage and crab rangoon, another one of my favorites. I'm like, we should be eating like this. Air fryer recipes. She's got like little mini tacos, rangoons, fried pickles, calzones, zucchini fritters, cinnamon apple fries, and then she has other things with like pizzadillas, egg roll in a bowl, veggie fried rice, Spanish rice, 2-ingredient pizza bakes. It's phenomenal. Like, she introduces herself. This has always been a dream of her to make a cookbook, and I have to commend her. This is one of the best cookbooks I've seen because she thought of it all, because she lives the life. That's key. You know what I'm saying? She lives the life, and it's absolutely phenomenal. She gives you a little bit of tips at the bottom of ways you can change it up, but everyone has a picture, a color picture. Now there's no points in here. At the end, she has the little UR. You scan that with your phone, the camera part, and takes you to her website where she has PDFs with the points with the macros and all that. So she has you covered for every lifestyle you're on. And what's good about that is points change. You know, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if you're allowed to print the points in books. Honestly, I don't know, because Weight Watchers apparently owns the rights to points. But they change. They change like plans, like, you know, ridiculous. So this way, this book is always in the form. It's always going to be current because we get to figure the points out. And she's probably update the PDFs, which are much easier to do than trying to go out and buy a new book and do that. So I think that that's phenomenal that she provides all that. That's just amazing. So this is going to fast become a favorite. I could tell it already because I like the layout. I like the whole concept. And it's just, like I said, the font is everything. So I want to commend her. I'm going to link this cookbook on Amazon that she has. I think it's on sale. It started at $23. I think it's like $17 or $18. I think it was like number one on the bestseller list. I know it went up there on the Amazon list. So she has quite the following, and if you don't follow her, I'm sure you all do, you should. And this book, honestly, is like, it's going to be your go-to because it's simple and delicious. You know, simple and satisfying. Like, that are the two things I look for in a book. I look for in a recipe. It has to be simple because I'm not spending hours in the kitchen. I'm not doing it. I'm 56 years old. I've been there, done that. I just want to get something done, get it on the table, and relax. But she does that, and they are. I've made some of her things. They are easy and absolutely yummy. She has her own cookie business. I mean, you just see the beautiful, so she shares that in some of the videos when she makes her cookies. They're absolutely phenomenal. They really are. I would love to like order some, like, you know, if I ever having a party, but she doesn't ship that far. But what else? That's good. You know, I'm not here to talk about that, but you should, if you're local to her, you should order those cookies, those cake pops. She did a chocolate cake that looked absolutely amazing. It had this drip and it had these telling you. I often thought back in the day I wanted to go to culinary school and I never did. And do I regret it? You know, I don't live in regret. I mean, I you know, you kind of wish you do and you don't, but absolutely, you should definitely. This is something, and it's not real big. It's definitely comfortable in your hands. I mean, the bowls. I mean, just look at that. And who doesn't want to have this for dinner? It's just absolutely. And with her advice, I went and got the bowls at Target that she uses. Like this bowl, it's at Target for I think like $3.99. I'm getting rid of all of my dishes. We are obsessed with the bowls because they're just so much fun to eat. So, Nikki, you knocked it out of the park with that one. So I commend her. I toy with the idea of a cookbook, but it has to be that quality before I would release anything. But you know, I toy with it. It's definitely something, you know, you have to commit to because it's something I think about. We'll see. Maybe I'll ask her advice and see how hard it was. I think you have to just remake everything you want to put in there so you have really good quality photos and stuff like that. So that is nothing. Okay, what I don't like. And some of these, you know, I don't like monthly subscriptions. I don't like something coming every month. Now, the only one I like, is my ear fleek. That one I love. I do. I am obsessed with that one. But I just think sometimes it's overkill. And it's like, how much do I need every month? That's why those monthly like makeup and skincare ones, they're great, but that's a lot. Like the quarterly ones, by the time you're done with some of those, you're ready for another one. So I am all about quarterly, not all about monthly. All right, Team ET. Somebody asked me about Team ET. Everybody was Team ET back when I started a YouTube channel. It was all about Team ET. I don't like Team ET. I don't really care for it. So if you like Team ET, that's great. I am an ambassador for Davidson's organic teas. It's a loose leaf / tea bag company. When I found them, I realized what good tea tastes like, and I really enjoy them. So I also have 20% off from Davidson's. If you like teas, if you like organic teas, loose leaf teas, I highly recommend you checking Davidson's out. My personal favorite is the vanilla cream spice and the green tea garden. There's a Vietnamese cinnamon in that green tea garden. That is phenomenal. That is my comfort tea. When I just, you know, it's just, I drink that and it's that warm Vietnamese cinnamon. Oh, it's so good. And I like some of their fruity teas iced. I do like that. But yeah, the vanilla cream spice is my favorite dessert tea. It's like eating a cookie. So I do enjoy them. I did a couple meat subscription boxes. If you remember back in the day, I did a Good Chop box and I did a Butcher box. I compared them both. Definitely very much the same. in a sense of, one blasted the other one. It was like, it was a big competition, but I canceled both of them. I canceled the Good Shop first, and then I canceled the Butcher Box. Butcher Box, I've gotten it it'd be a little over a year and a half. Maybe a year, because I canceled it back in January, February. So it's been about a year I had it. In the beginning, it was really good. The chicken was good. The steaks were good. Can't complain. I got free ground beef for life. It was okay. Then the price went up. I think it was $10. I think it was $150. I was paying $160. And the quality of meat started going down. I started getting bones in my salmon. I was a little bit perturbed by that because you're called Butcher Box, which means you're a butcher. And the sad reality was you could see the bone. It was right on, like seriously, I could see it. I mean, and I'm not a butcher. I'm like, you couldn't see that when you're packaging this salmon. You couldn't feel it. I've never in my life. I get my salmon at the regular store. I've never had bones in it. But almost every time I got my salmon, not in the very beginning, maybe I would say 6 months into it, all of a sudden I started getting bones in my salmon. I was like, I don't get it. And it's all this wild caught. Honestly, I'm not, it's not that big of a deal for me. If I'd rather not have a bone in my salmon, quite honestly, because what if you don't see it? What if the kids didn't see it? What if I didn't catch it? I mean, I don't think you're going to die from a fish bone, but you're paying top dollar for this and you're getting bones in it. Because I would get the 6 selection box. So it wound up being $25 a selection. That's how I rationalize it. 6 selections, $25 each. And I'm thinking to myself, that's ridiculous. I can go into Aldi and get a beautiful fresh piece of salmon and probably get the same amount of cuts for like $5 less than that was, and be no bones in it. So I was okay. The chicken was phenomenal when I first got it. Well, the next 3 boxes of chicken was tough. I'm like, what? I don't know. Do they suck you in with really good quality and then they stick the crap quality in? I don't know. The steaks. Oh my God, the steaks and the steak tips. Got the premium steak tips, not the ones that you stew, the premium ones. Horrible. Again, in the beginning they were all really good, and then all of a sudden they started getting tough, and I didn't know how to cook a steak. And it was the poor boys. I felt sorry for them. I'm making them a good steak dinner. It was tough, and then again, $25 a cut, and I just looked the quality, and I thought it was just me. Maybe I just So I Googled. I highly recommend you do that as well. Look for Butcher Box reviews from people, not on their website. You get to look, and how many people said the same thing. The quality went down after I was there a while. The quality went down. The quality went down. The quality went down. I was like, I thought it was me. I thought maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not used to highbrow steak. Maybe I'm not cooking it right. I'm like, oh my gosh. So this isn't anything. So I was like right there. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Because I thought about, but I'm like, and then the pork, I think I said it from the very first box. The pork was ridiculously overpriced. I ordered a pork tenderloin. Now I know that they're not big. I know. But when I sit there and tell you, it was probably this big and this thick. I took it out of the box. After the videos, I'm like going, oh, here's a pork. Who's this going to feed? At $25 a cut? I just saw that size at Trader Joe's. I think it was like $6.99 or $5.99. I'm like, that I should have filmed that. I thought about it. I'm like, this is what you pay for a pork loin that size. That wasn't feeding my family. That wasn't even feeding me and Steve. What a good night. I remember looking at it going, this, and again, it's going to sit there and, oh, we do this for our meat. We do this. Yeah. If you're not giving me enough for that price point, I don't care what you're doing to it. It's not good. It's not worth the money, and I feel I needed to say that because I was here showing you my butcher box and, and trying to say, hey, if you want to, and I have to retract that because it's just, and I just needed to come out and say that as well. I feel bad if you were like, yeah, Dee, I got it from you and it sucks. I apologize because it wasn't sucking when I said it. It just, well, I should say the pork did. And I did say that right away. I wouldn't get the pork. Only thing I would get, I think I said the steaks, the chicken, and the salmon. But then the salmon went down, then the chicken went down, then the steaks went down. It was ridiculous. Like every month there was always something wrong with it. One time I got ground chicken and the package was open. I was like, this is expensive meat, and I think the quality control lacks. So I was not happy about that. And I'm really big at quality control. I get on Built Bar all the time with their quality control. If I get something from them and it's like not covered in chocolate, I could write to them and say, hey, you need to work on this quality control because you can't be sending me bars that don't have any chocolate at the bottom. That's not, you got to, you're putting a product out, it has to be something that you're proud of. And speaking of Built, and they get on my nerves too. I go back and forth with them. The only reason I stay is I really do like the product. Yeah, but sometimes their customer service stinks. I just, I always say to people, you just got to keep going. Don't take, you just got to fight back. And what they came back with are bites, which I love these. I've always loved the bites because they're only 1 or 2 points depending on what you get. I like to see it's individually wrapped. It's 1 bite. Well, for me, it's 2 bites, but seriously? That's 80 calories for one of the bars, and you get 8 grams of protein. Because we all know the puffs are a little bit higher in points than the bars because there's no fiber in them. And that's why the points are a little bit higher. There's usually no fiber in these. So that's what doesn't lower the points. But I do like the puffs sometimes because they're softer. It's like a chocolate covered marshmallow. But I do enjoy, and they're coming out with more flavors than the bites. So again, if a bar sometimes is too much, like, oh my God, it's 5 points. You can get a small baby one. Let's look at, see the size. See? And these are, I got these in the flavor. I don't even know what ones I bought. There was some kind of chocolate. Oh, the brownie batter, of course. Of course. But look at that. And they're very, very, like I said, they're very soft. Look at that. It squishes. So I do like the bites. I'm happy they brought those back. I was excited about that. They did bring the balls back. But I don't like the, I like the one with the almond butter and the coconut. They're my favorites. I hope they bring those back. I haven't heard anything. And also, they did bring back the granola bars. So if you're a granola, I always say if you're a granola bar fan, because they're not a big enough seller, they say anyway, to keep them on a regular rotation. They don't sell enough. So yeah, I go hot and cold with them. So I don't, don't ever feel like OD likes them. I like the bars. I don't like the way sometimes things are run. It's like Weight Watchers. I love the plan. I don't like their politics. I don't like the way they run their company. I don't like the things that they do. But as long as it doesn't affect me, I'm okay with it. Yes, they've bought a company that does this and they does that. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that. I really am not. It's because everything that they've taught us for all these years, some of us have been members a long, long time. And they never would talk about, so they would say, oh no, it's all about nutrition. It's all about what you eat, what you put in your mouth. So, and I get some people need extra help. I do, but it just feels weird that Weight Watchers is suggesting it or sitting there coming out with it. I don't know. But like I said, I follow mostly Healthy, Better, Balance. I still am a Weight Watchers member. I like the fact that, so I can still consider myself Weight Watchers because the Better Balance plan is the old blue plan. And so I am technically following Weight Watchers. I am. It's just, I kind of like the app, and it has if you get the professional version, you get to have your macros done. And your calories and macros are just totaled for you, where the WW app doesn't do it. It totals it when you scan something, it gives you all the information, but doesn't total it for you. And again, some of us, we're at the point of our journey, we need a little bit of something. So we need that extra push of, maybe dividing food up into categories of fiber and carbohydrates and sugars. And we need to know what we're eating because we're older and you don't digest things as properly as you used to. So yes, I'm still Team WW. I just don't like some of their politics and some of the choices that they make as a company. I felt like we were, like I said, told one thing and they do this, and you're just like, we're just confused. And they've promised that it won't affect the people who go to the meetings, like your virtual meetings or your online or your in-person meetings. They're not supposed to talk about any of that. They're not supposed to suggest it. They're not supposed to take time at the meeting to sit there and talk about that. If you have a question, you have to talk to your telehealth. That's what I've been told. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. I'm willing to give them, like I said, I'm willing to give them, I've given them many opportunities. And I keep saying that because I do enjoy the plan. I do enjoy the program. I do like the flexibility of it all. And you have to do something that you can do for a lifetime. So I think they've provided that. So that's just some of the things that I like. Not too many I don't like. I couldn't think of any because I don't really, I have many things I don't like. And I always try to share my tastings, and I do that on my What I Eat in a Days. If I'm tasting something, I'll tell you right out if I don't like it. Like Peter made me try a Quest bar the other day. He swore that they've been reformulated. Didn't buy it. Didn't like it. It was okay. Again, I'm not eating something because it's okay. I want to eat something because I like it. And that's a whole new thing. Like, I put up with Quest bars for a long time thinking, they're all right. They're all right. Which they're all right. But I found ones that I love. And I look forward to eating. Like these, like that. I'm staring at that going, I can't wait to try that sucker. I enjoy that. I love, see, what sells me on Built Bars and Bear Bells is the chocolate. The chocolate. It's a treat. It absolutely makes me feel like I'm having a candy bar. And if that helps me, that's a win-win, and that's why I stay with them. In case you're like, Dee, I know. Their company sometimes is a hot mess. I'm not going to lie about that. It is. They make some weird choices, have some weird things, and, but they're usually pretty good if you get back to them and say, hey, I'm not happy. What could you do to make me happy? I got a box of melted bars. You need to send me a new box, because they don't want you going out there saying your bars suck and your bars are melted. And I mean, sometimes things happen. Like, I'm not defending them, but I know last year they had that, actually it was 2 years ago, when they had all that mold issue. Now, they're bars, they're perishable. I don't know if, in my idea, I don't think they sent them out to you being moldy. I think maybe in the transit process, because they flash freeze them, and that would be a very hotbed to grow mold. So I don't think that they did that on purpose. And I do believe that they rectified that, but I think that they gave everybody credits, or they gave them new bars. So, I mean, like, things get out and get, you just have to, always ask questions, and don't just assume that you see this, that's the story. Because sometimes stories are different, and people have an agenda. People have an agenda. They do, I don't spread my agenda to anybody. I always say, here's something, don't feel the need to buy it. I'm just giving you ideas of things. Like, I don't want to have an agenda. I don't want to be that channel that has an agenda. I don't like everything. I can't like everything. So there's things I don't, and I tell you about that. Like those pop cakes. I see them at the Amish market. They're like big. They look like styrofoam. They're styrofoam. And I would get them because 1 was 0 and 2 were 1. I thought, oh my gosh, it's 2 for 1. Boy, that sounds fabulous. They suck. They taste like eating styrofoam. So why would I want styrofoam with my salsa? I did it in a video a while ago. You guys were funny. I'm like, you finally realize, you're eating something because it's 1 point, not because you like it. And that's why I want to run home to you. You need to like what you're eating. Love your food. Love your food. Where's Nikki's cookbook? I wanted to sit there and, where I put it? Oh, it's right here. And that's what you'll find. You'll find so many things you're going to love in this book. So, yep, I'm going to end on that. Love your food. You just got to love it, because that's going to keep you on plan. And that's what we want. Lifestyle, my lovelies. Lifestyle. So this has been a longer video than I wanted it to be, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below things that you don't like anymore. Hey, you can disagree with me and say, hey, Dee, you're nuts. I love that Teamy Tea. I love my butcher box. And maybe you're lucky enough to get all good quality meats in yours, but this girl was not lucky enough. But you know what? Maybe you have better luck than I do. And, let me know. Like I said, I don't know everything. I'm just telling you my experiences. So if you are new here, welcome. If you've not yet hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with Dee. We'd love to have you. So I'm going to dish with you another day. Bye-bye, lovelies.